we got the budgeting aspects out the way, because like I said, I mean, I probably will elaborate more either in this video or my future videos of the series. Anyway, the next thing is, well, this is something that I did. You don't have to do it, the way I did it. I mean, it's all about, everybody's different. Go with what you're comfortable with. But what I did is I went and got my gear. Once I decided, yeah, I'm going to do this, I went and got my gear sometime after I passed the initial, the DMV testing, so you can get your permit. The moment I got my permit, then that's when I went and got my gear, So, again, money is, obviously is involved. Now, helmets. I already did a video on helmets. Just understand that they are pricey, depending on, the size, the decorations, or the matte finishes, the style of the helmet, and the brand name. Also, what's going to take an effect about, its price will be the rating system of the helmet. For example, there's only 3 rating systems in all helmets. Not every helmet is going to have all 3. Some will have 2, some will only have 1. But these rating systems are all pretty much, factors about how safe the helmet can be for you. Now, there's the regular DOT. DOT is pretty much the Department of Transportation. They stamped it saying that, okay, it passed their quota on what they seem as, the proper protective garment to wear for the motorcycle helmet. So it's like they will stamp it or sticker it DOT. The other one is ECE. That's more of the European rating system, where they do more further testing than the DOT stamping. That means they took an account on, certain impacts of the helmet, certain abrasive, to see how good that helmet is and, how protective it can be. So ECE is pretty much a leg up than the DOT, but they're still both good. The third and final one is the Snell rating system. The Snell is pretty much the top of the line rating system, which is why most helmets that are Snell rated are extremely expensive. But the Snell rating system is basically the company Snell, pretty much, they do more thorough testing on the helmet. Basically because they're all about racetrack. They're racing motorcycle rating system. It's all about, if you go out on the track, if you were to slip and fall, or if you were to, you miss your lean, or, any factors. They test out the helmet for everything from the sliding to the impact to, getting hit, everything. And it's all in the realm of, when you're out there racing on your motorcycle, like I said, going to the track. So, yeah. The Snell rating system is definitely higher up standards, but like I said, they also increase the price of the helmet. Now, don't be, confused if you see some knockoff helmets with the fake DOT system, or helmets that have no rating systems at all. Steer clear away from those, because their protection rate is pretty much 0 to you going to die. You're better off wearing a plastic bucket on your head riding a motorcycle, because that's literally what you got when you get these so-called helmets, motorcycle helmets, that are, well, I look at them like, well, not all knockoffs are bad, but there are some knockoffs where you look at it and you're like, yeah, it's a knockoff. But if the helmet do not have any of the 3 rating systems, the most conventional one, that you'll see every day is the DOT. Because that one is, I'm going to say kind of standard, but it's like it got DOT. There are some helmets that have DOT ECE, DOT Snell, or there's, I know it's extremely rare, but I've seen helmets that have all 3. So, yeah, but like I said, all those rating systems, they do up the price. But take in consideration, we're talking about your head. I mean, you want the best protection for anything. I mean, you could be extremely safe, the most safest driver, or you have the intention of just want to cruise or just want to chill or just want to ride. Here's the thing. The best mentality to have, let me see if I could clear that up. Much better. The best mentality to have when on the street, you will recognize this when driving a car. The best mentality to have, for me, that worked for me, you know, since I've been riding and, you know, also driving, I look at everybody as assholes. You know, anybody that drives is an asshole. Because that's the mentality I have, because that makes me more aware or more accepting or, you know, prepared for any BS that's going to happen, you know, depending who's behind the wheel or who's behind the handlebar. Because, you know, there's people that's going to cut in front of you. There's people that's going to do all these. It's like I said, anybody that's on the street, even cops, even regular civilians, firefighters, if they driving, I see them as assholes because you never know what to expect. So with that mentality, at least you're prepared. I mean, hell, I'm an asshole and I drive both a car and a motorcycle. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how people see me. But like I said, I mean, you just never know. And having that mentality is very, very helpful, you know, in that long term and long run. Now, the next thing, but like I said, your head, your face, your brain, all that stuff, that's very, very important. I mean, this case, I'll just be like, you know, yeah, you get what you pay for, but when it's this, you damn right, you better put some like serious cash for it. But like I said, make sure you at least try on the helmet. Don't just grab a helmet because, oh, it's the only one that has this design and it's very, very small, but I like it, I'm gonna wear it. No. If a helmet's too tight, you're not gonna wear it. It's gonna give you pressure points on your head that will give you headaches and stuff, and yeah, you're not gonna wear it. If it's too big, think about it, you're riding. Wind takes in effect. So if the helmet's too big, it's going to be flopping around, and guess what? Shit happens. You know what I mean? So try on the helmet, see if it's a snug fit. You don't want it to be too tight, but you want it to be snug where it's like the helmet only moves when your head moves. And that's what's important. So yeah, when it comes to the cash flow, the most expensive factor of motorcycle gear wise, I would say helmet. Helmet is the best investment that can definitely, you know, save you and help you in the long run. Now, then there are gloves. Now, I'm not going to do this in order of, you know, what's the best, what's the bottom. I'm going to start off with the helmet because to me, I think that's the most important. I've seen riders ride without a helmet. I'm not going to say anything because that's their preference, that's their decision. They're already doing it, so it's like, oh well, no reason for me to be preaching. If some people squid, some people don't, but it's whatever. Now, like I said, I'm not ranking them by what's the most important, what's the least important, but the helmet to me is the most important out of all the gear factor. Next is going to be the gloves. Now, when you're falling, our natural instincts is to put our hands up to block the fall, to block the impact, to soften everything. Hell, when cats fall, they always land on their feet. That's pretty much, you know, that's the first contact. Same thing with dogs and things of that nature. Well, all of us, as a matter of fact. I mean, even babies, when they're like, they do that little shake, the first thing they do is they put their hands up. It's our natural instinct to soften the blow, to protect ourselves. And we trust our hands for that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, because it's going to be our hand that has nerves, blood, muscles, and skin, you want to keep that intact, and also bones. You know, you don't want no fracture bone in your hand. Yeah. So get gloves. I mean, you don't have to get the most expensive glove. I mean, hell, I've seen people bought gloves from Walmart, from the mechanic section, those mechanic gloves, or, you know, just any run-of-the-mill gloves or whatever, as long as it has a good enough material where, you know, like say you're sliding, it's good enough to protect your hand during the sliding aspect of it. And the material had to be, you know, pretty good. Like I said, I've seen riders ride mechanic glove, because mechanic glove, they're good for, you know, trying to prevent, you know, chemicals, or to a certain degree fire, or, you know, things that should not be going on in your hand that can pretty much corrode or disrupt anything. And also, you know, like say they were to fall, gloves, those gloves happen to be real good with impact as well, you know, when it comes to sliding, pretty much. Like say you, but I'm repeating myself. So yeah, just get what you feel comfortable best. For me, I have a pair of riding gloves. I mean, it has the features and functionality of an actual pricier riding glove, but I ain't gonna lie, I want the Handroid, you know, the black one. You know, that one, I was, you know, when I first saw it, I was eyeballing it. I was like, oh yeah, I want that. You know, I'm a size medium hand. I haven't really measured my hand. You're supposed to measure your hand, but the most of the gloves I've been wearing, depending on how it's built, I mostly wear a medium, but I can wear a large. But other than that, it's like, yeah, the Handroid to me looks, yeah. But the gloves I have, I'm actually, you know, comfortable and happy with as well. But the Handroid, that gauntlet style one, yeah, I want that. But anyway, next up would be, I'm just checking the time. The next one up will be jackets. Now, besides your head, and there are some jackets that actually have neck protectors as well. Because, you know, even though you might be sliding an impact, it's good to have like something with a neck protector. So that's just preference though. I mean, you don't have to, but for added protection, there are some jackets out there that have neck protector. But the majority of them have protection for your shoulders, your elbows, certain points of your chest or abdomen area, and your back. Those are the ones you want that have they could either have built-in protectors or removable protectors. And also make sure if you're getting a jacket, you get one that has a zip liner where you can zip it on or zip it off, because weather. I don't know where you're from, but where I live at, I get all seasons. Meaning I experience the cold, the mild to the ridiculously hot, and you know, all that other stuff. And sometimes it can be very windy, sometimes it can be very humid. You know, I experience all that stuff. So getting a jacket that has a zipper liner will be helpful, because you never, well, if you pay attention to weather news, and that's one thing, when you become a rider, you will end up paying attention a lot to the weather news. But depending on the weather, you're a deciding factor on whether or not you want to be warm or you want to be cold. So that's, yeah, but that's my, you know, if you want to get one that with pockets, I would recommend it too, because motorcycles don't really have pockets or pouches. I mean, you can get them, it's like a third-party add-on and stuff like that. You can get it for your motorcycle, but where are you going to put your wallet? Where are you going to put your IDs? I mean, there are locations in the bike, like under the seat, when you take the seat off. But like I said, I mean, it all depends on your preference. Now, do it matter about how much gram or what type of leather? Believe it or not, yes. And I don't want to get too in-depth with this, but Ryan from F9, he did a video called Good Gear, Bad Gear. I highly recommend checking that one out, because you will be surprised what you can learn from there. So, yeah, motorcycle jacket, like I said, there are some that come with neck protectors, there are some that don't. Next would be pants. For me, when I went to the MSF course, they told me I have to wear jeans. As long as they're jeans, it's fine. And I've seen riders where they wear denim shorts, but they're still like denim. Like, I don't know the aspect of it, but for me, I've always been wearing, you know, I just followed by what the MSF instructor told me, and also what I learned in the class. There are some jeans out there that have Kevlar built in with it. Now, Kevlar is actually pretty good in terms of protecting when it comes to the abrasive side, the sliding factor. Is it going to stop you from hitting a rock? You're going to hit the rock, but depending on what the status quo or how protective the pants are, you're gonna feel it, but it may not be too bad, or it can be bad, but that's a give or take situation. But yeah, you're definitely gonna need pants, because like I said, when you go down or you're sliding or anything and you're not wearing denim jeans, I mean, let's be for real, it doesn't matter what clothing you're wearing for your lower half. If you're going 60 or higher, or hell, even like 30 or 40, if you're going beyond 20 and you go down, you fall, you're going to be sliding, and those clothes we're going to rip. And guess what? That's your skin, that's your muscle, and you will be bleeding. You're going to get more than just scrapes. But at least, you know, get something where it will not, you know, have that major effect on you, you know, for your lower half. So yeah, definitely you don't have to invest in them, just as long as you get something that like jeans, like denim jeans, actual good jean quality. But like I said, they do make motorcycle jeans, so yeah, I'm just looking at the time because I'm on break and I do have to go back to work eventually. But anyway, next is going to be motorcycle boots, or boots with steel toe, or sneakers with steel toe. I've even seen people ride with Converse on, basically, or Puma, the one that's built for motorcycle riding. But basically, what you want is, when it comes to footwear, it has to be high enough to protect the ankles as well, because the last thing you want to happen is you're riding and you tip over, or somebody idiot hit you, like I said, asshole hits you, and the bike go down, and your instinct is to either put your hand, you know, obviously put your hand out, but you also put your foot out. And if you don't have anything protecting your ankle, or at least have added support to help you stand or have leverage, that's what's going to happen. So, you know, it's good to be safe. It's like I said, it's your preference if you want to, or if you don't. Definitely get leather, because obviously you're on the street. But like I said, I've seen people wear Converse, so yeah. But that's pretty much the rundown on gears. And when it comes back to the helmet with a visor, that's based on preference. I mean, what I learned from the MSF course is, if you're going to do night riding, the visor had to be clear, because if you have one of those tinted visor or mirror visor, it sucks when you're trying to ride at night. It makes it hard to see. And like I said, we're already assholes, whether you're riding a motorcycle or driving a car, so things can happen. But like I said, for, you know, visor, you know, stuff like that, those are just add-ons. You know, go by your preference. If you want to be matched up, you know, wearing tinted because of the sun, definitely do that. You know, you need the protection from the sun. You don't want to see spots or glaring, you know, all the time. So tinted helps, also mirror helps. But definitely keep the clear visor for night riding. So I think that's pretty much the rundown. So yeah, for this part 2 about, you know, this motorcycle mentality, gears. Alright then, and remember, the most important gear is the helmet. Alright then, later.